Okay, so I think everything is a go. Hopefully you can all hear me. Not that anybody's actually here right now, but whatever. Time to do my dailies again. So I thought I would actually do it online. Do the live stream, and whoever wants to join can join. Um, we'll see who pops in. Same old, same old, same as last time. Just informal, whatever. Playing this, seeing who joins. Again, hopefully you guys can hear me. It says my mic is going, so hopefully that is actually a thing happening. I should turn up the volume on the actual game, hey? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Collecting those. Alright, settings. Let's turn up that. Alright. Okay, hopefully that is okay. And people can actually hear me over top of the game this time. But yeah, usual routine. As just like last time, just informal little hanging out and getting my dailies done on Godzilla Battleline. So people didn't enjoy it last time, so hopefully everybody joins us. I mean, it's a Saturday night this time, so I don't blame everybody else if you have lives. Collect that. And what else? Claim those. You think after like however long I've been doing live streams, I would know how this system works, but hopefully I do, and hopefully you could actually hear me. Okay, what do we got? Those, hooray. And I'm not going to use my little gacha coupons for this because I don't really care about Gamera. Um, as I've said a number of times in live streams and whatnot, I have tried, I have watched Gamera movies, and whatever the it is about Gamera, I don't get it. So I even did start watching the Netflix Gamera cartoon, which is this season is based on in Battleline, but didn't do it for me. So I think I just have to give up on trying to like Gamera. Alright, what is my studio here? Ooh, Scar King. Alright, let's watch. Who is he fighting? My boy, Scar King. This is Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider's enemy. Scar King versus that guy. Oh, he's so much bigger than Scar King. Oh, there we go. Come on, Scar King, you can take him. No! Oh, you suck, Scar King. My boy, the Kumo Augment. Ah, alas, Scar King met defeat, as he's wont to do. Alright, let's switch that back to Godzilla as the star. Get ready for the next thing. Okay. On to the event. Where am I at here? Okay. Alright, Start throwing things at the the bad guys. That's almost the proper Godzilla soundtrack there. Get in there, boys. Yeah, the crystals are no problem. Starting to get a little tough with the bosses here. Let's get up to the highest level. Start with a little bit of that. Shaboom. Throw in Godzilla Evolved. Versus knockoff Mechagodzilla, the worst Mechagodzilla design. It's even worse than the anime one. I liked anime Mechagodzilla. Oh, hey! Crazy Godzilla / Evolve Godzilla. Glad you're here. Hopefully you can hear me. Not sure if my mic is working or not, so... Oh no, Mechagodzilla is being a pain. Let me know if you can hear me there. Come on, Colin, get in there. This is actually loud for me. Okay, good. Good. Wasn't too sure if my mic was coming in or not. And I was the only one here, so... I guess at which point it's kind of moot, but... Okay, get in there. Oh, this one is actually turning out tough. Airbase, no! Stop! Stop beating me up! Oh no! Gamera, no! Oh, this is it. This is the thing. It's like totally easy up to like the 60s, and then I get annihilated. No, this is like my first defeat in this entire season. Oh, cool. Nice. I'm not going to spend 3,000 crystals to play this again. Alright. Try this again. I can do this. Alright. Gaigan, get in there. Destroya, get in there. How have you been liking the new season here? Crazy Godzilla. Oh no, are you into Gamera at all? Yes, alright, that was easy. Let's hope the next one is easy. Right, Gaigan, get in there again. Rodan, now's your time to shine. Gaios? Yes, I never pronounced that guy's name. Alright. Come on. We've got to charge enough to get... maybe. Yeah, I've never been able to quite get into Gamera. I don't know what it is, but... Come on. Get the crystal. Get it, Mogera. Yes! Mogera's my hero. Alright. Now... Godzilla, get in there. And Destroya. Oh, Godzilla Earth. Great. No! Oh my god. I don't think this is gonna happen. Alright, Ghidorah. Gamera is too strong. I think that's probably just because it's the Gamera themed season that all the Gamera pieces have the buffs or whatever. They have bonuses. A little bit stronger. Same thing like last time. It was the all of the GXK characters were like super strong. Oh, this is going nowhere fast. Do not like this. Godzilla Earth is being OP right now. Oh, Shazbutt. Here comes Caesar. Off. No, and done. Lame. I think this is going to be as high as I'm going to get in this this season here. All right, one more coupons. Let's do this thing. Come on, Goyos. Come on, Chris. Get in there. Is it okay if you can frame me on Battleline? Sure. I don't mind at all. I'm not sure what particular... I've never friended anybody on Battleline, so I'm not sure how it how that works, but because I have no friends. Or when it comes to online gaming, on my Xbox, it's I meet up with a bunch of people and we play Red Dead Online for like 2 nights and then I never see them again. Come on, Ultraman, take him out. Oh my god. Dude. Okay, this is going to be a disaster. Click my profile and I will do that shortly. Once I'm dead. Oh my god. If I end up showing my ID number on here, am I going to get like 1 million people hacking my account? This is a disaster. I'm going to die again. Damn it, Anguirus, get in there. And dead. Quit. No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna trust you that nobody can hack my account. But I'm actually gonna... That's how you just friend request. Okay. Here, I'm gonna get rid of this just for a second, just so I can make sure that I'm not accidentally giving out information I don't want out. Close that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright. Where's my window here? There we go. Alright, back up. Yeah, there's my ID number. So, if you want to copy that, friend me on here, that is fine by me. What is this little window for? Never actually filled out like all of my profile. Is this like personal biography? Grew up on Skull Island. 1933, went to work in New York, but it didn't quite happen, so. How what? How to friend? I don't know. How does one? How do you friend on here? What does this do? Enter a comment. Ah. Okay, there we go. Put that ID in one of my kids and I'll copy it. One of your kids? What? Vids. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright. I can do that. At some point. Maybe not right now. Okay, I think that has done all of those dailies, so... Now it is time for some ranked battles. I haven't actually played in a few, like, properly played in a few days, so I should have a fair number of slots in my rankings to go up here today. So I've been very busy, because it is, like, my peak working season right now. So I have not had a whole lot of time to just chillax and live stream and play. Alright. Oh, I want to start with him. I'll start with my boys here. Just hitting me with all Gamera all the time. Oh no. He took that out pretty quickly. Alright, get in there, Kong. It's your sister's birthday. What are you doing on here then? You should be birthdaying with your sis. Well, at least he took down Gamera. Okay, gonna wait and throw Godzilla in there. She's playing. She playing Battleline or playing something else? She a Battleliner too? An octopus. This is going to end badly for me. I can tell already. Come on, take out Kong. Get the monkey. Hooray! I keep throwing that swarm in there. It's not doing much. With this Gamera buzzsaw. I see what you mean about Gamera being OP, but I think that's just because Gamera characters have the bonus this month. So. Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, but she hates Godzilla. Oh. How can you hate Godzilla? Godzilla's awesome. Oh, I have a bonus. Or a daily, or whatever. Achievement. Oh, so I wrote my profile thing. I do not know what that P means there. Let's have a look. Okay. Something that I don't use yet. So what is she playing then if she hates Godzilla? Disco Goji? Ooh, alright. Let's see what we're gonna do. So let's launch a couple Kamakura swarms there. Orga's gonna be in the house. And while they're taking care of that business, throw in this guy here. Go get him. Sick him. Get there, Kong. Right on. If you go to Shang, whatever you call it, you'll find a Gamera photo. Okay. Woo! I won. I won a ranked match. Hooray for me. Yeah, Gamera's okay, I guess. I just don't, I'm not really a fan of Gamera. Because, I don't know. I've tried, and it has never really... I don't get it. Whatever the it is about Gamera, I don't get it. Now, Daimajin, that is a good alternative to Godzilla. But I'd love for them to actually add Daimajin to this game. That would be one of my, like, go-to pieces. Except I guess his only really power would just be stomping across the field, being unstoppable. And get in there. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Oh my god. Kamakuras! Get in there again. Kiryu. Defend me, Kamakuras. I have seen Shin Ultraman. In fact, at the theater in my city, when it played, my wife and I were the only people in the theater when it was playing. We essentially had a private showing. It was okay. It wasn't as good as Shin Godzilla, but it was pretty alright. Come on, Kiryu, get in there. Come on. What? Oh, what? He's recharging. No. Oh, so close. Son of a gun. Guys, I had a Slurpee for dinner. I'm mostly. Oh, that's weird. Because I am mostly. Oh, you're getting water. Whatever. I'll save that story till you get back. All right, next up. Alright, so Kamakura swarms again. And we'll probably throw Kong in there to back up. Orga is an OP piece this month. Get in there, Kong. Protect me, Octopus. Yay! That was quick. Ooh, 1,000 won 1,000 matches with Godzilla. Oh my god. You don't realize how often you play this. Come on, Otaku. Find me an opponent. Who's next? Oh, it's gonna try and cure you me. Oh, that's what we say about that. Get him. Alright. Hopefully Kamakuras can handle Godzilla there a bit. Or not. As the case may be. Get in there, other Kong. Yes. Get him. Need you for defense. Get in there. Kiryu. Take him out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get him, get him, get him. Yes. One compliment deserves another. I really hate the prideful emojis. They're like, yeah, I did awesome, you suck. It's like, no. Bad form. Poor sportsmanship. Plus, you can't, like, sass talk them back in this game. That's the worst part. Guardian of the children. Oh. Your children are gonna die, Gamera. Get in there, Kong. So, depending on what this person does, we're going Kong and Kiryu. Ooh, Kong versus Kong. Okay. Kiryu. And get some Macros in there for support, hopefully. Sooner rather than later. You got cake. Nice. Did you get a slice of cake for me too? Kong, save me. Get in there. Yes. Good. Thank you. What was I saying before you went off for cake and water? Yes. I mostly like the old stuff. Old Godzilla and whatnot. So, I have seen Shin Ultraman, but I have on Blu-ray the original Ultraman series, as well as the one that was before it, Ultra Q, which Ultraman was a spin-off of. And like I love Ultra Q. Ultra Q is an amazing show. Yeah, like and the old like 1950s, 1960s Godzilla movies. That's sort of my jam. But I mean, modern ones are good. I liked Shin Godzilla a lot. Godzilla -1 is fantastic, of course. Final Wars, Godzilla Final Wars is also good, a lot of fun. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla is a lot of fun. I even like the Godzilla anime trilogy on Netflix, which like nobody likes. So it's sort of a given that I will at least enjoy any given Godzilla movie. And Ultraman thing. Hey Rex. It's not really any lateness here. It's just same as last time. Just me doing my dailies. Thought I'd make a live stream out of it since I had a free evening. Which is a rarity of late with my work schedule. But glad you could join us. Oh my god. Twin Gameras made short work of that. Everybody's using the Gamera this month. Because it's got the bonuses. Oh my god. This is a disaster. You're doomed, Kong. Oh my god. Get in there. Somebody save me. Okay. Macros. Dress in there. Oh, I have to watch my language. Now that I've watched some of Crazy Godzilla's videos and I know that he's of a sensitive age. Come on, Kiryu. Do your thing. Not enough. That should get a pretty good time for you to live stream. Hold it. Since I just got back from 3 weeks of traveling. Cool, Rex. Where'd you go? I mean, hopefully somewhere fun. Oh my god. I'm doomed. I am doomed. Yeah, doom. Oh my god. This is prolonging it. Welcome back, Crazy. Doomed. This has been a terrible evening for me. All of the good players are playing right now. So, I gotta pick like a better time to do this. But, oh well. It's the time of day really matters. It's like playing Red Dead Online. It's like, is it gonna be crawling with griefers or not? Depends on what time of day, what day I'm playing. But it's a Saturday night, which means that Valentine is gonna be a war zone. I'll go play that later. Won't live stream it though because I don't have my Xbox connected to live streaming. So. Okay, waiting for connection. Who? Me or them? Right, Godzilla, get in there. With support from Macros. Had a Boy Scout camp, which was mixed because I don't like my troop. At my grandparents' house and finally Reno. Don't like your troop. Is it what's the problem? That's why the only online game I play is Tetris. Nobody is good at Tetris, even the people who are good at Tetris. That may be true. I am adequate at Tetris. I have beaten B mode, but that's because it came with a Game Boy, and so when I got a Game Boy as a kid, there was that. And now the biggest thing that Tetris has done for me, it has made me really good at like packing boxes and packing cars and stuff like that. I am Tetris master when it comes to packing things now. Do you have a sensitive age? Yes, you are a child, crazy Godzilla. I actually thought after our first live stream that you were like a teenager, but it turns out you're quite younger than that, which is fine. Oh my, it just means I have to watch my language. So get in there, come on. Come on, Chris, do your thing. Yeah, I have to be the responsible adult here. That's all that means. Alright, swarm. I'm guessing that if Rex has a troop, does that mean Rex is also on the younger side? Okay, I got distracted by this conversation here. Yeah, I'm dying. Okay, whatever. Oh no! Oh god, I survived. Okay. My troop are kind of racist. They think if an Asian person doesn't make sushi or anime, they don't have a reason to live. What? Oh my god. Asian people are allowed to be, like, people. And, it got me. You don't have to like all the stereotypical Asian things if you're Asian. What the hell? That is no cool. I have met plenty of Asian people in my time who do not like anime and Godzilla and whatnot. Bro, that sure so I heard the F word, so I know every bad word. Okay. So you're saying I don't have to watch my language crazy? I'm 17, just technically a child, but my third word was indeed. Indeed, indeed. So they still got you going to scouts at 17, eh? I don't know if it's quite the same in the United States because I'm Canadian, but I was in Beavers, which was like young kid version of scouts up here, but I never got past that stage because I'm not really a joiner, believe it or not. I just don't, not big at group activities, really. Kind of my own person. Do my own thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be doomed again! That's why I only go on the camps every person in my house is going. Oh yeah. Someone at my school called me a racist word. What? I mean, I'm white. That is extra special bad. To be called that at all is bad. Somebody using it explicitly because, like, oh god, how do I even explain it? Yeah, it's bad. It's just bad. It's bad. It's bad. No matter who's called it, no matter for what reason, use of that word is bad. Nobody do it. Stop being racist. Yep. What'd I get? Nothing I use. Okay. Everyone should just stop being racist. There's plenty of reasons to dislike people just for who they are. You don't need to bring race into it. Nothing to use. Alright, onwards. So, okay, Rex, have you told, like, your family about these issues with your troop? And if so, why do they still make you participate? If you're not feeling affirmed and supported there. At least my vocation. What's it called? Vocation or vacation? One's got called anti-Semitic because I said we have no evidence proving or disproving the existence of God. I'm also the only non-Catholic person in my school. Okay. I don't know how it's anti-Semitic. I mean, like, I am a Christian. I think there is a God. However, I don't automatically jump to calling non-believers anti-Semitic. That's weird. That seems like a slight misuse of the term there. Come on, get in there. Do your thing. Get him. Get him. Ah, could have got more. Come on. Godzilla, save me. Save me, Godzilla. So is it like a Catholic school then? Or is it just happens that everyone is Catholic? Alright, come on, get him. Get him. Oh god, they took each other out. With my last breath, I smite thee. Ooh. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be another routing. I do not like this Gamera piece. This Gamera piece sucks. This buzzsaw flying one. My family only makes go when they can't get anybody to watch me. The school is Catholic. My mom is the head of the religion department, actually. Oh, really? Interesting. So does she have, like, a degree, then, in, like, religious studies? And you're 17! What do you need to be watched for? Maybe I'm just a different generation. Because when I was a child in the 80s, like, I wasn't even a teenager yet, and my parents let me just cycle around the neighborhood for hours, and I got home when I got home. I am doomed! Yep. But the 80s were a different time. So I am not having a good time tonight. No, you guys are fine. It's the game is not working out so hot for me right now. Wrong time of day. What's the next Battleline live stream? I don't plan these ones. So like I have my regular monthly live stream, which is like topic. So this month's topic is going to be Universal monsters. So like the old monster movies with like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, all those ones. I have one of those every month. Usually it's like the last week of the month or so. These ones are just like felt like it, had some time. So I don't really schedule these ones. But sort of not the same week as I have my scheduled live streams. That would be too much live stream in 1 week. We agree, but I also almost burnt down our house twice, so when they leave for overnight trips, me home alone isn't considered trustworthy. Okay, there's a story there. What is the story there, Rex? How did you almost burn down the house? Oh, see, I forgot. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Yeah, these ones are just like said impromptu, like felt like it, had the time, whatever, happened to be home. Haven't actually sat down and really played Battleline in like a week. I clock in for my dailies, but I don't actually play it just because time. So it sucks. It sucks. You grow up and then, well, you get older. Growing up is optional. Getting older is mandatory. You get older and you have to work, and then you're like too tired to play games. You don't have time. Have to spend time with your wife, who I love dearly. Have to nurture real life relationships. That sort of stuff. Gets in the way of the gaming. I'm not gonna repeat that because I don't want YouTube to decide that they need to start investigating me. I disavow any nuclear armaments. Oh my gosh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? He won. Oh, that was close. Oh, Zachman, I fought him earlier. I took him out earlier, so he got better. He's learning. The first time I almost burnt down the house was I was having friends over and we had a fire in our backyard because we have a fire pit, and I put the coals in our compost bin, which had dry grass inside. Yeah, don't do that. don't put coals in your compost bin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not recommended. Yeah, get in there. So they're just worried you're going to make bad choices, is what you're selling me, Rex. I learned, never repeated it. Yeah, hope not. That's okay. I mean, how do you know, right? How do you learn? Unless you make those mistakes. I'm just glad you didn't burn down the house, is all. Okay, get in there, Kamakaris. Save our boy. Oh, the Kongs went down. Okay, get those chibis now. Also, if you don't watch Chibi Godzilla, you should. Chibi Godzilla is hilarious. It has my stamp of approval. Godzilla is also hilarious. I don't know who is working for Toho, making Godzilla and Chibi Godzilla, but they are brilliant. Kong, get in there. Instead I've repeated the coals. I have almost burnt it down, but that is misinteresting. Sorry, this has got me chuckling still, Rex. Are Canada and USA attached to each other? Yes, we are. Crazy. Um, Canada and the United States have the world's longest unprotected border. Um, we are basically just the entire northern border of the United States is where Canada is. Um, in fact, for me, it is about a 3-hour drive to get to the United States from where I live. And I go actually surprisingly regularly, insofar as there is a national park directly south of me, right in the United States. And that national park is amazing, and I love it down there. So, except that your guys' dollar is worth more than ours, so it's very expensive for me to go to the United States right now, as well. But yes. Ah, you're in Canada. Oh my gosh. Well, I won't ask where you are because your age and everything. I'm in Calgary, self. So, home of the Stampede, our big rodeo we've got going on right now. Which is why I'm having a lot of late nights and no time to play games until today. My brother has a weird campaign where he wants to build a wall between the US and Canada. Is your brother Donald Trump? He mentioned that, which most Canadians were fine with. It's like, it's as long as we can write keep out on the other side of it, we're good. Get him, Kong. But no, I don't want a wall between us. We have a good relationship. We're pals, we're bros. I like visiting your national parks. In fact, that national park in question is connected to a national park in Canada as well. It's an international peace park because it's a testament to how well we get along. Come on, Connectresses. Come on. Get him. Okay, Kong. Do your thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Disaster. No, that was it. Twins, Kong, finish me off. He's not Trump, he's just upset that Mexico gets all the attention. Mexico is a fine country as well. I would actually love to visit Mexico someday. Depending on sort of politics and safety and money on my side and all sort of things. But the solar on April 8th sucked. It was my birthday. Oh, like the solar eclipse? Did I know Despicable Me 4 is sold out? I did not know that. Good for Despicable Me 4. Have I seen the other ones? I think I have. Don't remember all of them. It's friends that make me watch them. So they're not sort of like my choice of movie if I were to sit down and watch one. So, but it's because I like old movies. Come on, get in there, Kong. There we go. Solve that problem. I almost went to Mexico for vacation 4 years ago. You can do the math yourself on why we didn't go. Yep. I gotcha. Yeah, 4 years ago, my wife and I were actually supposed to go to California. We had a tour fully booked. Not a tour, but a trip fully booked to go to um, Yosemite, Sequoia, and Kings Canyon National Parks, and spent a bit of time in Sacramento and San Francisco as well. But unfortunately, the events of 2020 happened, and that trip never did happen, and we still haven't done it. So, oh, I hear my wife has come home. Hopefully that's her. Hello! People think I'm 10, but I'm 11. Wouldn't be a teenager. Yeah, you're not a teenager until you get Latin in your name, or in your age. So 13 is when you become a teenager. So, yes, my wife just got home. Hello, wife. Want to say hello to the children I'm talking to? Live streaming. Doing the Battleline again. Oh, look. Hello.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. We're hanging out, talking about how Rex almost burnt down his house.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Later.
Oh, we got in a woo-woo face.
Woo.
Which is good because Kong's getting annihilated.
Poor Kong.
I know, it's been a terrible night.
Oh.
Let's just call it quits. Ugh. Ugh, finished. People think I'm gay, but I'm aromantic. That's fine.
I was for a long time too.
So was my wife. You might have just heard. For a time. Then she met me. Mrs. Monster Kid. She's not Ms. Monster Kid. She's Mrs. Monster Kid. Mrs. Monster Kid.
It's been a rough night for Godzilla.
For Kong.
For Kong, sorry.
Yeah,
my
remember.
bad.
I'm Team Kong over here.
Sorry. My bad.
All right. Random guy. That's a good name for a player. The dumb flying form Gamera sucks. I know. I do not like him. He is the OP piece this time, and I do not like it. Last month it was the evolved Godzilla that was OP. This month it is flying Gamera. Alright, Kiryu, get in there. And Orga's got bonuses this month too, which is irritating. Alright, Kong. Oh my god, there's an army coming for me. Just making up for the last live stream where I was like annihilating them. Now it's like I'm getting annihilated in return.
There's gotta be balance in all things.
Rex says, "Hi, Mrs. Monster Kid. I hate formal titles."
I'm not a huge fan of them myself, but I don't have an online tag. Is that what we're calling them?
Your hacker name?
I just called it an online tag.
Your online tag? I don't even know what's hip with the kids these days. What do you hip kids these days call your online name? Dead again.
Time ago they were called tags, so I don't know.
Alright. Random guy equals random bald guy. Yeah, bald people suck. He says, wearing a hat. Indoors.
My favorite people are bald. Nothing wrong with baldness.
It's distinguished.
It's honest.
There are too many titles and none of them make sense. Well, mine is Kong Master, and that makes perfect sense. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Oh, what is this guy trying to do? What do we got? Oh, we got Magura. Alright, Godzilla's gonna take him out. Add some Macros in there. I'm not sure if that light is doing anything for me. It is. Alright, well, I'm watching a YouTuber who talks about the 1930s, so I'm not sure. The 1930s... Oh, it's a weird time. I like the movies for the 1930s. I like the style of the 1930s. I wouldn't want to live in the 1930s. Between a depression and the rise of, like, fascism. Probably not a great time for a lot of people.
Not a good time for healthcare stuff.
Yeah. My name is technically a title. Rex, yes, King. Hello, girl Corey kid. I'm embarrassed to say that. You're a girl Corey.
Girl Corey kid.
Girl
No,
Corey kid.
I don't think that one's gonna stick.
No, probably not.
Good try though. Actually, that's a good one. I just don't think it's gonna stick.
It's a good one, yeah. But it's a little unwieldy.
I'll have to come up with a gamer tag or whatever they call them these days.
Monster wife Ashley. No, that doesn't have the right connotation to it.
No.
You are not a monster wife. You are a charming and lovely wife.
Thank you. Well done. I'll give some thought.
Alright. My wife is going to think about what her title should be. Kong Master. Kong Mistress? What is your favorite giant monster, anyways?
I don't even know. Mothra, I think.
Yeah.
I have to say Mothra is
Yeah.
probably my favorite.
I'd agree with that. We both see, like, my favorite giant monster of just all giant monsters would be Kong. But if we're talking specifically of like kaiju, Japanese giant monsters, then for both of us, our favorite is Mothra.
Yeah.
Let's meet again. Let's see. Do I have a good one? No, I don't have one good one queued up. Gotcha.
I mean, Kong is fascinating, but there's something about, I don't know, physical anthropology broke me.
My wife can't do Kong because she took a course about gorillas.
It wasn't just about gorillas. I don't know.
Anthropoid apes.
Yep. It's weird. They're like us, but not, and I don't like it.
They're too human.
But not human enough.
Rex says, part of my family was still in Europe during the 1930s. Actually, we're literally every type of white, including the ones that aren't white, like Italian and Irish. Yes, yeah. I also had family in Europe in the 30s. In fact, my dad was born in 1932. Not a good time. Well, I mean, I'm glad my dad was born, but heck of a place and a time to be born into. Just use a bunch of synonyms.
Bride?
Bride of Monster Kid? Yes. Okay, that is my wife's title now.
What?
Is Bride of Monster Kid.
I don't disapprove, but I'm not trying to prove.
That has to be your title. Yeah, Bride of Monster Kid.
Okay. So you're gonna call the bride, hey? Like Frankenstein?
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw the bride of Frankenstein, but...
Yeah, that's what tipped you off. Yep. It's my Bride of Frankenstein figure on my shelf right behind me there. Flying Gamera. It's at it again. I know, we're in the basement, eh? It is like sweltering here. So we're hiding out in our basement right now. Where my office doubles as my wife's craft room as well. Actually, it's the other way around. It's her craft room. I'm just taking up space in it. I know my role. Rex says, I like Bride of Monster Kid. Has a ring to it.
It does.
Yeah. So Rex gives it the stamp of approval. My favorite giant monster is Gigan. My favorite Japanese giant monster is still Gigan. I mean, makes sense. Yeah. Lots of kaijus in Final Wars. I love Final Wars. Final Wars is a great remake of Destroy All Monsters, which is the original 1960s, like, all monster bash kind of thing. And it's like, take Destroy All Monsters, give it 1990s special effects, 2001 special
Oh,
effects,
right,
whatever.
that's the Matrix one, right?
And then filter through the Matrix, yeah.
That one did stick out. I like that one.
Yeah, that one's hilarious. I love Final Wars. It's a great movie. It's so dumb, but it's so awesome.
It's very stylized.
Very stylized, yes. Got zillions in it, which is nice.
There's zillions.
A zillions in it. Yeah. So, good. Yeah, I actually have a separate video where I have like my favorite Hollywood giant monsters, and then I have like a whole bunch of like my favorite versions of the different like Toho kaiju. So my favorite version of Godzilla, favorite version of Mothra, favorite version of Mechagodzilla, yada yada yada. But yeah, for like Hollywood giant monsters, it's Kong and oh god, what is the order? Can't remember. I know on the list, it's like Kong, the Blob, the 50-foot woman, them, and something else I can't remember right now. My favorites. You know, the ones I can't remember right now. For Japanese ones, it would be like Mothra, Godzilla. If we're counting more than just Toho, then Daimajin. If we're only counting Toho, then it would be like Kiryu. Who else? I'm trying to remember. They're always kind of there. My favorite one of those videos is your top 5 Kongs. Thank you. Yeah. That one, it was just like, there's so, I mean, there's only like 5 versions of Kong to talk about. So it's like, it's the Kong media, again, because I like Kong media more so than necessarily being a fan of the monster Kong. So, like, that song slaps. The King Kong song. Rex says, Final Wars is my 4th favorite movie of all time. Ooh, all time, even.
I don't know what my favorite movie was.
Nice. My favorite Japanese kaiju is Gojira, Godzilla, Showa Godzilla. Nice.
I do like Godzilla.
Oh, how can you not like Godzilla?
I especially like Shin.
Yeah, Shin is my favorite. Yeah, if my breakdown of favorite Godzillas, Shin Gojira is my most favorite. And then it's like 54 Godzilla, and then like the ride / -1. It's like the same one basically. And then Little Godzilla Jr. Heisei Godzilla Jr. Little. He's down here.
Okay. Just making sure he's safe.
Little. And then whatever else I said in that other video. I have a question for your wife. Uh-oh. Okay, Crazy. What is your question for my wife? For the Bride of Monster Kid. 5 versions of Kong plus like 3 cartoons. Yeah. Yeah, if I was going to pick favorite versions of Kong specifically, it would be 33. Son of Kong, if we're counting that, like Kiko. Monsterverse. Cartoon, 66 cartoon version. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, and then, like, King Kong Escapes version would be my favorites. I'm not a big, I like the Japanese Kong movies, but I'm not a big fan of the Japanese Kong. Mechana-Kong, like, steals the show in King Kong Escapes. Final Wars is only beat out by Goonies, Singing in the Rain, and Valley of Wanji. Nice. You are a man of taste. Those are some good choices. For a 17-year-old, even.
I'd like to pretend I'm 17. Can I get away with that? No. Don't
Yeah,
answer that.
nope,
Don't
yeah,
answer that.
nope, nope.
Nope, doesn't ask that.
She does not play Battleline. Nope. She plays AliExpress coin game so she can get discounts.
I have my priorities, okay?
Say priorities. Priorities. You're getting a discount playing your game. I'm just playing mine for funsies. I spend money on this game.
I spend money there too. But
I agree with your Kong ranking. Thank you. Yeah, I only have like one Japanese Kong toy anyways. It's down it's that Raymond Toys figure right there. Which is the King Kong Escapes version. Which the King Kong Escapes costume is way better than the King Kong versus Godzilla costume. I'm not sure what they were smoking when they did the King Kong versus Godzilla version. Um, but yeah, Kong is like the least interesting thing in the Japanese Kong movies. But like, you get Mechanicong, you get Gorosaurus, Doctor Who, the evil version,
hilarious.
with his horrible teeth,
Wonderful cape.
but his awesome cape.
Best cape ever to win.
Yeah, he's the best human villain in any of the Godzilla movies for sure. I like Godzilla because I can make the roar. You could do the roar? Nice. In your next video, do the Godzilla roar. I want to hear it. My calling in life is to watch as many weird, obscure movies as possible, so I have older favorites. That is awesome, Rex.
That's awesome.
I support your life goal. If you need a list, I'm sure you have one. But what they were smoking Fear of Legal Action by RKO. Actually, not for those movies, because they were cleared both through RKO and through Rankin Bass, who did the cartoon. The only problem they were having is just disputes with Rankin Bass over like the stories and the directors and stuff like that. So like Ebera Horror of the Deep was supposed to have been a Kong movie originally, but Rankin Bass, they didn't like that director, and they weren't like super sold on the story. So Toho just made it a Godzilla movie instead. But they did come together on King Kong Escapes, which is a bit more of a direct adaptation of the cartoon. Like changed, a lot of it was changed, obviously, but very definitely you can see that lineage, like it's inspired by the cartoon. But yeah, RKO, the whole legal disputes in the 60s and onwards over Kong certainly has dissuaded Toho from doing anything now with Kong. They only even produce like the movie Monster series and only have Kong in the game here, because they can deal directly with like Warner Brothers and Legendary and do that. But like that's why you don't see like Mechanicong anymore, like merchandise. You don't see any merchandise for the Toho versions of Kong, just because the rights are such a dog's breakfast. It might sound weird, and my recording always resets. Yeah, fair enough. I'm always looking for obscure stuff. If you have suggestions, I'll take them. Fiend Without a Face. That is an insane movie. Actually, my biggest tip for you, Rex, is go to used bookstores and see if you can track down old, um, like paperback movie guides, like for science fiction movies and stuff like that. I have one like upstairs right now, so I'm not gonna go get it. But if you can find like these old books that are meant to be like movie guides for like science fiction and horror that like predate like 1980, like mid 1980s, because after mid 1980s you start to get like all these slasher horrors and stuff like that. Um, but if you can get a book that's older than that, there's a lot of good like reviews and just lists of movies. That's what the whole point of these books. This is like before the internet existed. So if you wanted to find out about obscure things, you had to buy like a book like this. That was just like these lists and little tiny reviews of movies. Um, those are a great resource for finding out about old movies. Um, yeah, the one I have is called It's like creature features something. It's got like a title. Uh, obviously, it's a book with a title. Um, but it's like Guide to Creature Features or something to that effect. I just happened to come across it in like a used bookstore, and it's brilliant. It's been brilliant for helping me track down more obscure movies. Um, but there is a fair bit of stuff that's coming out on like Blu-ray now. It's just that the problem with Blu-ray, as it is right now, is that these companies like Shout, Kino Lorber, whatnot, they put out like one movie with no bonus features on a Blu-ray and charge like $30-40 Canadian for it, which is like insane. Like they should be putting out like collections with like a dozen movies on it for like $20. Like that's what most of these movies are worth. Like a lot of really obscure and bad old sci-fi movies are great to watch, but I would not pay like $40 to watch one of them. Um, yeah, and I'll do a reaction. It'll be to. I will take the used books. I have a few, but none from the pre-80s. I'm gonna just do a quick online search here. Guide to Creature Features book. See if I can find it. Oh, there we go. John Stanley's Creature Features movie guide. That is the one that you want to find. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let me just I'll grab it and pull it up here. Where is it here? Oh, my wife brought it. Never mind. Thank you, Bride of Monster Kid. Yeah, it's this one. This one is a great resource. It is, this particular printing is 1981. Yeah, first edition. Yeah, this is the first edition, 1981. Look for this one, Rex. This has been invaluable resource. Other than the odd time where he gives away the spoiler twist, I don't much care for that. But because it's 81, so it predates a lot of the slasher horrors. Like it mentions like Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back and Alien, but otherwise, like yeah, it predates a lot of that stuff. So this is a brilliant book. So it's yeah, John. Where's the camera? There it is. John Stanley's Creature Features Movie Guide, first printing, 1981. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, still ostensibly playing this, even though I have not been really paying attention to it. But ooh, getting a bit of a headache. Yeah, I need to get some of those massage chairs and things that have been at the Stampede. Ooh, water. Thank you. My wife is so kind to me. She shares her water with me. And now she wants it back because it is super hot here. I will take your suggestion tightly. Thank you. Yeah, just saying it's a really helpful resource. Another good one for YouTube is Dark Corners Reviews. That's a really good channel for reviewing a lot of more obscure stuff. And Brendan Tenold is also a good one. He's a bit more sarcastic. Dark Corner is more serious reviews. They had a bit of humor, but it's not over the top. Whereas Brandon is like all humor, so he makes a lot of fun of the movies. But those are some good channels for reviews of more obscure, older like science fiction and horror movies. Come on, get in there. My wife likes to roar along with the things. Bride of Monster Kid.
The bride.
The bride. They are gonna kill me again. It is not very nice.
It is the point of the game, though.
Yeah, somebody has to win.
Just wish it could be you once in a while.
I wish it could be me once in a while.
sentiment.
I love those channels. I met Dark Corners once. Oh yeah, nice. Still waiting to meet Brandon Tunnel though. Nice. Awesome.
I love Gaslight. I can't think of the old movies that I love.
When I left my 2 puppies, one of my pups gave me a cute look. Aw, puppies. And he needs a couple escorts. Nice. Yeah, I haven't met any YouTubers at all. I've met some like virtually. Like there's some people like the Tiki scene that I've been in virtual chats with and stuff, but I don't frequent where YouTubers go. Not a big convention guy. So
Public?
yeah, the public. Ew. Why would I want to go into public? No, it's like conventions and stuff like that. If I'm gonna spend money to travel, I prefer just to like go somewhere and like go to actual places, like go to Japan instead of go to like G-Fest. I love puppies. Aw, me too. I used to like really hate dogs, but my love of animals in general kind of took over, and then the bride's family is a dog family, and she's allergic to cats, so never mind. When I was still single, I almost was gonna get a cat, and then I realized that like, oh no, this girl I'm totally into is allergic to cats, so if I want to ever have a chance with her, I can't get a cat. And I got married to her, so it was worthwhile.
That's really sweet, actually.
Dark Corners is actually what got me into obscure films. Oh, that's awesome.
These days, old films are just obscure. It's hard to tell what's obscure and what's just old.
Yeah, my wife just commented there that it's, in case you guys didn't hear, that today like all old movies are obscure. It's hard to tell what's actually an obscure movie and what's like actually a very well-known mainstream old film that just nobody watches anymore because it's old.
Like Gaslight.
Like Gaslight.
I
Yeah.
never would have seen it if we hadn't been sitting in a hotel room with the old movies channel.
Oh. TCM?
I don't remember. You were there. I don't remember.
It probably would be TCM then, if I was there.
We were in Edmonton.
In Edmonton. No, maybe it was. I don't remember.
Suddenly a whole evening was spent watching this wonderful movie.
Mm. Yes, in case you didn't hear that narrative. We were in another city and in the hotel room, and this movie Gaslight came up on the old movie channel, and we ended up spending like the whole night in the hotel watching it.
Doesn't usually happen about.
No, usually we're out and about, because if we're somewhere, dang nabbit, we want to be doing something.
We usually don't spend a lot on that.
Yeah, you should get dive motels.
Pretty much.
or like top of the line, like fancy hotel. One of the two. Nothing in between.
Nothing in between. No.
I love conventions because people sell used DVDs and comics, but they don't happen often in my area. I love dogs too. Yeah, we
That flea market.
I'll do like local conventions because I'm already here. Except that like the anime, like our big annual anime convention is the one that I really used to be involved with. But I've kind of aged out of that, and the anime convention doesn't serve its original purpose anymore, which is both good and bad. Because the original purpose, like in the 1990s when I started going to it, was to see anime, because there was no like readily accessible means to watch like new anime and stuff like that. So go to the anime convention. But now there's like, well, there was like Funimation and Crunchyroll and YouTube and whatever else. So it's like ridiculously easy to find anime now. So much so that I barely watch it anymore because there's just so much of it that I don't have that much time really. And then like there's our local comic expo that I don't really pay to go to, but I happen to work where it is, so I'm able to just go into like the dealer's room, and then we have like toy, not quite conventions, but they're like markets, toy dealers and stuff like that, and video dealers and
flea market that has all the DVDs.
And then there's like the local flea markets, yeah.
Find a lot of odd things there.
Wait, Dark Corners that post stuff on Gmod? I don't know. I'm talking about Dark Corner Reviews. It's a channel on YouTube. I'm also allergic to cats, but I own 2 of them. So you can't be that allergic then, thankfully. The bride here, she will end up in the hospital. She's around a cat. She's that allergic. My classmates consider Casablanca obscure. That's why I prefer my teachers. This goes back to the whole like you don't like your scouts troop either, right? Sounds like you and me would have gotten along because I am also like I didn't hang out with people my age. I hung out with the adults.
So did I.
Yeah. Just when you're so intellectual and enlightened. Fellow children don't.
Had difficulty with social skills. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm also awkward. My social skills are lacking. But yes, Casablanca is like one of the greatest movies ever made. Apparently it's obscure now. Gotcha.
Whatchamacallit? Gaslight. It's not unknown. It's just unknown by most people.
Yeah. Like most people don't know that the movie Gaslight is where the term gaslight came from.
It doesn't technically actually properly reflect what gaslighting is, but
No.
we will not go into that. This is not a psychology channel.
I used to watch anime, then my brother started Naruto walking for 3 whole years. Oh no! Not Naruto walking. Oh my gosh.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I think my brother had a very short stint, but then he realized it was very inefficient. Use of his arms for running, and so it wasn't fast enough. So tell him it's not efficient and it's not fast enough, and he might stop.
Naruto walking is not efficient. It is not fast enough.
Running.
Naruto run, sorry.
Yeah. About the walking.
My friend group is made up of people 2 times my age or 2 years younger than me. Yes, same.
Me too.
That's what happened with me in school as well. Is that it was either like the next grade down or like adults.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
It is what it is. I still don't really hang out with people in my age group anyways. It's still like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the bride here is 7 years younger than I am, so thanks. Doesn't matter so much when you're in your adults, in your 40s, but
not so much.
Oh, I'm getting brutalized tonight.
Can't win 'em all.
I have. You stopped when I stopped watching anime. Yeah. The last anime we watched was Fruits Basket. The new Fruits Basket.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fruits Basket is a tearjerker.
You didn't want to cry? Don't watch Fruits Basket.
They're all so loving and supportive of each other eventually. Yep.
It's because they all grow.
But my favorite.
Social skills are skills. You gotta work on
Yes, social skills are skills. You have to train. Yeah. My all-time favorite anime is Galaxy Express 3.9, which is an old one from the late 70s, early 80s. But it is amazing if you don't mind the old animation. And then I also like Macross. Not every part of the Macross franchise. Macross 7 is terrible. But the original SDF Macross, and Macross Plus, and Macross Frontier are all really good. So, that is my recommendations. There's other anime I like, but they're all kind of old. Like, my favorite animes are all like from the 90s. And then that one from like the 80s.
Full Metal Panic. That was fun.
Oh.
You haven't seen it yet.
The bride likes Full Metal Panic as well.
Probably the two mostly. Actually, they're all kind of fun.
Yeah. And then Ghibli, of course. How can you not like Studio Ghibli? Makoto Shinkai as well. 5 centimeters per second is my heart. And Your Name, of course.
Oh, heart.
Is also a heart. Because sad is happy for deep people. It's pretentious, but also correct. Oh no! Oh, that was so close. Inside Out 2 is out. Good. I haven't even seen Inside Out 1, so.
Okay.
The wife says it was okay. My favorite. The Bride. My favorite anime for a while was Speed Racer, but I think now it's a tie between Space Battleship Yamato, good choice, and Nausicaa: The Valley of the Wind, also good choice. Yeah, Galaxy Express 39 is by Leiji Matsumoto, so same guy that did Yamato. And Nausicaa, read the manga. If you ever get a chance to read the full Nausicaa manga, the movie feels so incomplete after you've read the full manga. And the manga is amazing. It's terrifying, but also like it's this weird mix of like hopelessness and optimism. It's strange, and you can also because Miyazaki wrote it over the course of like 15 years, so you can actually see traces of the different movies he was working on at the time as it's going along. It's like, oh, this is about when he was making Princess Mononoke, because it's like there's a lot of similarities in there. But yeah, read the whole manga of Nausicaa if you have the opportunity. Bruh. The only time I have cried watching something is when I laughed myself to tears watching Boss Baby 2. Sure. I don't typically cry during movies. However, in any version of Titanic, whatever version, doesn't really matter. I will almost cry because of the band. When the band chooses to stay and just play, rather than bother trying to escape, that gets me like every bloody time. Like I can't even. No! Oh my god! Surrounded.
As a musician, I can say that's how I would choose it too.
Yeah.
It's so like, oh, I hurt.
Yeah. Let's see. My uncle actually just sent me the manga along with some Junji Ito stuff I plan to read this weekend. Nice. Yeah, the manga is great. Your uncle is awesome. Tell him that some random guy on YouTube says he's awesome. Yeah, I won one. Yeah, the manga's so good. I also. So is the Fruit Basket manga. For other Miyazaki stuff, I actually really enjoy. There's a storybook they made out of the original storyboards for what the original plan for Princess Mononoke was supposed to be, which was this like big roly-poly cat kami god thing. It's great. I love that storybook as well. What else do I have for Miyazaki? I'm gonna have some stuff I picked up in Japan. So it's not really fair to mention that, but like this anthology of the original comic strip that Porco Rosso came from, I picked that up when I was in Japan in 2009. God, that was so long ago. The Sakura Wars manga that Tokyo Pop never finished.
Oh.
Yeah. Sakura Wars is like my favorite anime-ish franchise. It's a video game for Sega Saturn. There's a manga that Tokyo Pop finished half of before they folded and finished translating. There's a anime OVA that's a prequel to the game. So it's just like this poor franchise. I had to go all the way to Japan and get a Sega Saturn and get the games so I could actually finally play it and find out what the story was. I'm gonna call Godzilla to come to your house. I never got to Titanic outside of the one Doctor Who special. That's fantastic because I know the ending. My uncle also watches your channel. Oh, cool. Nice. Hello, Uncle, out there.
Hi, Uncle.
I don't know his account, though he told me to guess. Okay. Well, hello out there, Rex's uncle. You are awesome. Good job sending those manga. You got a whoop whoop from the bride of Monster Kid.
Yeah.
It's been going an hour and a half. Nice. I still haven't got to my maximum level today.
Oh, not a spider. Just a fluff.
So my wife is gratified not to find a spider, although we have been trying to keep spiders alive in our house, actually. Because we have, realized... Actually, yeah, you can turn that off. It's fine. We've realized that the monsters... The spiders...
They are monsters.
They are monsters. The spiders are eating something. Wow. So we'd rather have them eating that thing instead of us having to deal with it.
But don't eat me.
Just don't eat us. So, if we find one crawling on the wall or something, we leave it alone now.
I name them.
Which I'm sure some people out there in YouTube land are like, that's disgusting. You have bugs in your house. Ew. It's like, no. The point of having the spiders is so we don't have other bugs. They're roommates, right? Or some such thing. I don't know.
The most recent one is named Fernando.
Fernando is the new one?
Yeah. The one before was...
Come on, get him. Oh, no. So close. Almost had him.
It was something ridiculous.
Points reconnecting. His name is Gary. He started watching it because it helps him stay awake while he needs to take care of his new baby. Oh, well, I'm glad he's staying awake instead of being put to sleep by my channel.
And congratulations on the
new baby. Congrats on the new baby there, Gary. Uncle Gary. Crazy, you hate your life. Why do you hate your life? What's going on? Is it because cake or something more serious? It's his sister's birthday. So, is it a bunch of girls making a lot of noise? Is that why you hate your life?
Yeah, that is annoying. I will agree. And I'm a girl.
I won by default because the person timed out. Hooray!
Woo! Their internet probably died.
Yeah. I was kicking their butt anyways. I'll take that win anyways. Who else is actually here? Not just you two. Not just you two. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me this evening. Dun 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 dun. Because people hate me because how I act because I have ADHD. You know what? That sucks that people have problems with you because of your ADHD. My wife also, the bride, has ADHD as well.
And I just found out.
And I might as well, maybe. According to tests I have done, it is possible. ADHD is hard, but it also gives you gifts as well. Like the hyperfocus, that sort of thing. The creativity that comes with it is really amazing. It's just learning how to harness that. Right?
So hard.
That part is difficult.
But once you start to figure out what your direction is, it gets so much easier to go with it rather than fight it. I'm learning.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard that or not, Crazy. Let me know if you heard that or not.
Not too far away.
She might be too far away.
Sorry.
It's okay. Rex says, I also hate life. Not mine in particular, just generally. Life is beautiful. The problem is it's also got a lot of annoyances in it.
It's also ugly.
It's also ugly.
That's the tricky thing. It's both.
And Rex also has ADHD.
In the house.
Yeah, we got ADHD representing here tonight. Yeah. I haven't figured out if mine is actually ADHD or if I'm just, like, really socially awkward. I know it's not autism spectrum. I don't fit the profile for that, but possibly ADHD. And definitely depression. Some anxiety. Eat too much sugar. What else is wrong with me?
Don't list them all. No.
Don't get enough exercise? Spend too much time playing Battleline?
Well, you're not making enough dopamine by doing things that create dopamine necessarily. So maybe that's the thing.
Rex says, ADHD is what allowed me to write a caveman dark fantasy that they won't let me enter in a writing contest because I'm not 18. Well, I'll just save it for next year, right?
Yeah, you're almost there.
You're just about there.
Maybe I'm just old, but time really flies if you just focus on something else for a little bit.
Time flies when you're old. I think it's because it's a proportion of your life. So when you're young, like a year seems like a lot. But then when you hit like your 40s, it's like, yep, it's another year. Where'd that go? It's still 2020, isn't it?
I never got past it.
Yeah. Crazy says, I have killer stairs. Nice.
Like looking or walking? Like,
I think is it like steep? Like they kill you when you try and walk them? Rex says, that's the plan? Good. Don't let your caveman dark fantasy go to waste.
Yeah, okay. Do it. I mean, don't be the caveman. We don't... We encourage social skills here, not caveman.
Caveman dark fantasy / fic.
Encourage social skills on this channel.
Yes, we want constructive social skills. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, I made another level. Hey. Don't stab yourself with your pins.
What? I should not lean against a pin cover.
No, you should not.
How shocking.
Killer isn't dangerous or isn't cool? Rex asks that as well.
You guys are fun.
Got a good crew hanging out here.
You do.
This time. Not that we had a bad crew last time. We got a good crew. I always got a good crew. We have different crews for different live streams, apparently.
Doesn't matter.
It's all good.
It's fun to have crews.
Mm-hmm.
Go team.
Yeah.
What on earth am I doing?
I was actually going to do a video on this whole Godzilla fandom is toxic thing that's been going around the last, like, 2 weeks or so. But I decided there was no point. Nobody cares about my opinion on that. And my community here, hanging out in the live streams, is awesome. So, there are toxic people in the Godzilla fan community, scare quotes. There's no such thing, really. But not on my live streams, there ain't. It's like Conan. Oh, sorry. Crazy says, I want to know how I have killer stairs. I don't know. How do you have killer stairs? Rex. It's like Conan, but instead of sword and dragons, it's clubs and Tarbosaurus, because I'm tired of T-Rex puns. Nice. So it's old school cavemen. It's like cavemen and dinosaurs. Nice. Dark version of Flintstones. I was part of the crew last Battleline. Yes. And Rex, you show up to the other live streams too, I think. At least I remember having seen you in that. Why did I use that Godzilla? He doesn't actually attack air units.
Are you tired?
The bride just asked, are you tired? Are you making bad choices in your game?
No, it's the new thing I ask myself since I learned about the ADHD. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you... I don't remember what the third one is because I didn't... Right. You had a movement break.
Oh, movement break. I gotta...
That should be important since you're getting old.
The gravity of the stairs pulls me up the stairs and I hurt myself. Oh no. Your stairs have reverse gravity.
Gravity's hard enough without reverse gravity.
Reverse gravity.
Jerks.
It sucks.
Jerk stairs.
Try to show up when possible, but since it's summer, I'm often out and about. I understand that. I should be out and about more as well. Because we have like a good 2 months of hiking where I live. So... But can't always be driving hours and hours away all the time, especially when a lot of my work is tour guiding that involves me driving hours and hours away. So that puts a bit of a damper on things. Plus, it's like 1,000,000 degrees out there. It's as hot as the sun.
Not quite that bad.
It is nuclear hot, which makes hiking a rather unattractive proposition. If I remember correctly, the last planned live stream I was at was on where I asked you about your favorite remake. Right, and I think my answer was I don't have one. Because remakes, bleh. Bleh. Shin Gojira was my favorite remake. I'm not sure if I answered that last time, but I suppose. Yeah. So, well, if it created a franchise, it would be a reboot. If it's just a one-off, it's a remake.
I did get a second Godzilla movie, so is it really not?
Well, except -1 isn't connected to Shin Gojira.
Never mind.
They're different movies. This is the Reiwa era. There's no continuity. It's just all these like weird art film versions of Godzilla. I like it. Yeah, it's fine.
There's no little in it, but...
Crazy asks, "Do you like puppies?" She says yes. Right, my answer was that will keep me up at night. Last time, there we go. Well, apparently I do not have an answer for you, but now my answer, right off the top of my head, was Shin Gojira.
You must have been thinking about it.
We were talking about it earlier, so there we go. I'll say Shin Gojira because it is actually a good remake in terms of reinventing Godzilla for a modern milieu with the post-Fukushima milieu and turning him into a horrific Neon Genesis Evangelion Anno Hideaki style mind-bending monstrosity. Milieu. That's how I say it in English.
Okay.
How do you say it in French? Milieu. Yeah, I'm from Alberta, so I gotta have that Alberta accent. Where I live, it's like Canada's Texas, so.
I don't know how that's said in English. I've never heard it said in English, so that's why I asked.
Crazy says, "I have 2 puppies, girl Corey Kid." It's the bride of Monster Kid. We've already established that. Her name is the bride of Monster Kid.
What kind of puppies?
What kind of puppies do you have, Crazy? So we have one dog-in-law, and she is from a reservation. So she is a mix. We did a DNA test on her, and she has mostly herding dogs and some Labrador Retriever.
And Pitbull.
And some Pitbull. And some Chihuahua somehow.
And St. Bernard.
And St. Bernard. She's got like a lot. She's a mix because she's from a reservation. So.
But she's adorable.
She is wonderful.
She's a good girl.
She is a very good girl. She wasn't always a good girl. She's a good girl now.
We're not always good. None of us are always good girls.
None of us are always good girls, yeah. Sometimes I'm not even a good girl. Rex says, "My favorite remake is Family Matters, which, as we all know, is a remake of How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb." I don't think I knew that. It says DC. Is that the dog? I don't know what that means. You don't care what kind of dog it is?
Most of the time, I don't care either. They're just all cute.
Yeah. My 2 puppies are boys. Okay. Do you know what breed of dog they are?
What color?
And what color? Tell us about your dogs, Crazy.
Do they have points ears?
Are they good boys?
Of course they are. What kind of question is that?
Of course they're good boys. How could they not be good boys? The goodest boys, I'm sure. Come on, take him out. Take him out. No, don't get distracted by the Shinden. Oh, yeah? No.
But then once the door was open, she just went and said hello and sniffed their hands on it right away. Like we did.
Yeah, well, our dog-in-law, she doesn't, so you probably all didn't hear that conversation.
I'm sorry.
She gets alarmed by the doorbell, but it's not because she doesn't like people. She's in there like a dirty shirt and sniffing hands and everything. It's just the doorbell sets her off.
I didn't even ring the doorbell. Maybe she must have the door this time.
Crazy says no. no to them being good boys? Are they not good boys?
Well, they are puppies.
Oh, they're puppies, yeah.
I mean, they are puppies.
Urkel is clearly based on the president. I've never thought of Family Matters as a remake of Stanley Kubrick. So, I will have to give that one some thought. How every time I send Curio at this guy, he ends up distracting him. And that is cheesing me off. Okay, Curio, get your ass in there. My dog is a miniature labradoodle. She's a good girl. Aw, labradoodles.
You met a pretty one yesterday.
Yeah, I was a schnoodle yesterday. We met. Which is a great name for a breed of dog. Schnoodle. Oh my god, I've never heard the boost time music before. Dun 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 dun. They're annihilating me because they are flying. I don't have any units attacking and flying. Oh my god, this is Doom. Doom. Get in there, Kiri or Kamakuris. Do your thing. They both end with stuff coming from space and both begin with breathing. This is gonna be a disaster. This is going nowhere good. Come on, get him, get him, get him! No, don't get distracted! Oh my god! Oh my god! So close! Ah! He had to throw that Shinden in there. Ah! So close. That was a hard fought one. Well, you know, bah. My dog colored one is black and white caramel. The other one is black. The black pup is nice. The black white caramel pup is a cute, small, sometimes this and mad at the black. Aw. It's like how Harry Potter is a remake of Troll. Oh my god, Rex. What? I mean, I guess. Troll. Yeah. Troll 2 is the they're eating her and they're going to eat me. Oh my god. That one. Yeah.
The only thing I know about it.
Yeah.
I'm new to the monster world.
The difference is I don't want to kill Urkel like I do Harry. Fair enough. The characters in Troll are named Harry Potter Senior and Junior. Really? Well then, yes, obviously it is a remake. The Troll Who Lived. The black one is Sky. The black and white caramel one is Toodles. Oh, Sky and Toodles. Those are very cute names. Apple Schnoodle. Yes. Whoever gets a Schnoodle next has to name it Apple.
Or cherry, but apple works.
Cherry also works, but yeah. I like Apple Schnoodle. Yeah, Kong wins.
Or whatever apple is in German.
Apfel.
Is it apple?
Yes, in German. Apple is Apfel. It's a word we got from the Germans.
So there we go.
Because English is primarily a Germanic language. Just we borrow a lot of words from elsewhere and have no rules anymore.
Oh, we have rules. We just don't know about them because we're native speakers.
Most of our rules are lame and dumb. It's impossible to learn them. Unless you grew up with it.
We didn't learn it the same way one might learn like a normal other language. It's not fair.
That's why I can only speak English. Because it was my first language and it ruined me for other languages.
That's doesn't have any rules like other languages.
No, makes them all hard. Yes, and it was before J.K. Rowling wrote her book, where all...
Whenever you drink lemonade, so is Potter, so...
My dog's named Puddles. Aw. Did you tell your wife I have a channel? Yes. The bride has heard your channel as well. The bride of Monster Kid has heard your channel.
Sounded like they were having fun.
I can speak English. I know a little ASL, not counting languages I invented. Well, hey, if Tolkien can invent languages, why can't you, right? Yeah, I know English. I have some comprehension in French, some comprehension in German. I tried learning Greek, and that did not happen. But it was like biblical Greek. I tried learning Latin. That did not happen.
I like Latin.
And I know like a smidgen of Japanese. And I know a smidgen of Blackfoot, which is an indigenous group from where I live. Can you put a link? A link to Crazy's channel? I'm sure you can put that in the chat, if that's what you're asking. All right, get in there. You know, I have Scar King, but I never use him. He's so weak. I know, but I'm keeping him in there because my boy is Scar King. Him and Kong just hanging out, getting misadventures. Scar King is like the mad one, the depressed one. Kong's like the happy one. I know enough of ASL to mess with people who know nothing of ASL. Excellent. Oh no. The evil Kong is on the loose. Yeah, crazies. Yeah, crazy. Put your channel link in the chat. Oh, we're so close. Come on, get him. Get him. Get in there, octopus. Yes.
Better quit now.
I'm not quitting until I run out of levels I can do. Or I just get really tired. One of the two. I have not had dinner yet, no. But I did have a good share of mini donuts today. Sorry. We have we have the Stampede on right now, which is our big fair and rodeo we have every year. And mini donuts are a big hit there. And had ube coconut ones. And then at work, somebody brought a sampler with lemon meringue, which is really good, biscotti, which was okay, and teriyaki, which wasn't the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth, but I wouldn't have it again.
It's like fries, I guess.
Yeah, it was like savory. Like it's sweet because it's teriyaki, but it has like savory to it. So it was a little weird combined with mini donut. But not the worst thing I've ever tasted. Welcome to Monster Kid Corey, where we do mini donut reviews. Apparently now. He says Scar King was more intellectually powerful than physically. Yeah. At least that's consistent. That the Scar King piece is not like super powerful. It's just good for distance. He's got the whip. It's just when he pulls enemies in, it's like it doesn't do him any favors to do that. Because oh great, you pulled like the really strong, the one that's stronger than you into you. Good job. Wait, that sounds weird. What's the worst thing? It's not the worst thing I put in my mouth. What's the worst thing I've ever tasted? Well, there was that time I spat squid into Tokyo Bay. Because here's the thing. In Japan, it is polite to eat what is on your plate. I mean, it is anywhere, but it's sort of like when you have like a like a set course meal, you eat what's put in front of you, right? Because in Japanese culture, of course, you don't want to like shame people, and that's sort of like shameful to them, like insulting to them to not eat it. So, anyways, annihilation. Um, so I did this my last night in Japan. I did this dinner cruise in Tokyo Bay, and there was squid sashimi, which is the raw. Sashimi is the raw fish, and yeah, I thought, I had tempura squid earlier in my trip, and that I managed to down that. So I thought, okay, I'll be polite and I'll eat this squid sashimi, and that was a mistake. It was just so utterly revolting, and I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't finish it. I was about ready to throw up, so I kind of um, left folded up my napkin with this thing in my mouth, and I left the room and I spat it into Tokyo Bay. So that might qualify as the worst thing that's ever been in my mouth.
You did have a very extreme response to, I think it was the soap, Birdie Butts.
Oh yeah. And then
That was extreme.
the Birdie Bots every flavored beans. My reaction to the soap and the vomit were both like, oh my god, what did I put in my mouth?
The soap was ironically the worst for you, and the vomit I was gone.
Yeah, the soap was the worst one, even worse than the vomit.
Yeah.
The soap was the worst one for me, which is weird because I kind of like Thrill's gum, which tastes like soap. But I have a rule: never put tentacles in your mouth. I agree with that rule. I totally 100% agree with that rule. In fact, okay, I don't eat mollusks. This is why. When I was a kid, my dad and we went on a road trip through British Columbia, and we were on this dinner cruise on Lake Okanagan, which is the lake that has the lake monster Ogopogo in it. And I decided at the buffet on this cruise that I would try the octopus. And it was just like a little bit of tentacle. It didn't have it was like skinned, so it didn't have like the suckers on it or anything. It was about the size of like a pencil eraser. And I started chewing it, and I was not making a dent in this thing. It was yeah, and then I after a bit I spat it into a napkin and put it down. And then I looked at it again later and it had reformed. So it's like it was very poorly cooked, I understand. But that did not endear me. And then I had that squid incident, 30 years later. So but
we live in the middle of the prairies, so we don't get
yes.
seafood a lot.
We are in the prairies, so we're not a big seafood.
We're not exposed to it a lot.
Place here. The worst thing I've ever put in my mouth was freeze-dried potato candy.
Ew. Well,
potato candy? What?
Potato candy.
I've never had potato candy. I like other forms of potato. So what was the problem with the potato candy? Dun 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 dun. All right, escort. Pushing on the escort. Okay. Yeah, one of the challenges with visiting Japan is that you don't. Okay. If you like Japanese food, like all Japanese food, any Japanese food, fine. You'll be fine. But a lot of what we get for Japanese food, at least where I live, is filtered for the tastes of people here, right? So it's not like full bore Japanese food. So there's a lot of stuff when you're in Japan that you get, some of which is great. Some of which, I didn't even know what it was I was eating, but it was fine. I didn't want to know what I was eating, because otherwise that might end up ruining it. But there's a lot of stuff in there that's I'm not used to this. I don't have the palate for it, and I could just use a good burger right now. So it's gonna be a challenge. But it's also like so much of like stuff that if you're from North America, you'd be more familiar with. So like ramen places of plenty and so on. Um, but yeah, anyways, I really wanted just like a good solid Denny's breakfast, and the Denny's in Japan serves Japanese breakfast. Go figure. I don't eat mollusks either. I'm not really into seafood. I like crustaceans, like lobster, shrimp, crab. Is love that. But yeah, mollusks, no thanks. Do not eat those. Problem was that in 1920s they tried turning potatoes into Smarties. Don't think I like the sound of that. No, I do not think my wife is subscribed to you, crazy. She doesn't. She doesn't subscribe to a lot. Most of what she subscribes to is either like historical sewing channels or true crime.
Don't knock me out.
I like Japanese curry, chicken, and beef. That's kind of it. Yeah. I like unagi. Unagi is great. Unagi is that eel. Um, but yeah, it's like the fish is fine. Eel's great. So like sushi is talking about that. Sea urchin I haven't tried. I don't want to. Um, it's okay. Um, but like the beef, like I would love to actually try like actual real wagyu beef, not like what they call wagyu beef. Over here, if you see at like a stand at the county fair, it's not really wagyu beef. Um, I would love to try that for reals someday. Pickled vegetables, I'm getting used to because we get them. There's like a Japanese street food place like a couple blocks from us, so we end up getting it, and I'm getting more used to it. Um, yeah, your average ramens and donburis and stuff like that. I like chicken katsu is fine. Um, yeah, but yeah, the like the fish, the seafood stuff is hit and miss depending on what it is that you're getting. So we don't have the palate for it because we're from Canada's Texas. It's steak, steak, good steak sandwich. I like true crime. I prefer true horror because I don't like resolutions.
Oh, I like the resolutions. That's why I watch the true crime.
Ah, yes. I don't know if you heard the bride here. She's saying she likes the true crime because she likes the resolution. She likes justice prevailing. That there's order in the universe. Yeah. Yeah, my discussion on Japan and cuisine makes me sound totally like a redneck. But um, I obviously am very interested in Japanese culture. It's just, and I can try new things. It's just, you know, you your palate gets used to where you live and what's the common food there. Um, but no, I'm hoping that we can actually go to Japan within the next couple of years. Would be nice. We'll see. Various factors going on, but last time I was in Japan was 2009. There was a whole bunch of new like Godzilla rides and stuff to check out. Plus, oh god, Annihilation. Um, Plus, I mean, there's places in Japan that I didn't go last time that I want to check out, and I want to spend more time in Kyoto. I wouldn't mind going to Hanamaki because that's where my favorite Japanese author was from, but we'll see if that is even possible. Yeah, that's more in like very northern, like rural Japan. I had to come with my own endings. That's why I love Al Capone. Fair enough. And Crazy has watermelon. Did you bring enough watermelon to share? Crazy.
How are you going to eat it?
We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Go. Hoshin.
So
My mom likes mixed pickle. I love Wagyu beef, since there are a lot of Japanese places near me that mostly sell seafood or pork, and the beef is the only exception. If it is actual Wagyu beef.
Just beef is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole Wagyu beef thing is complicated, because that's like an actual proper, um, like, a certification that you get to be official Wagyu beef. Um, Whereas you get, like, Wagyu-like beef that gets called that other places. And then sometimes it's just like, it's just normal beef. They just call it that to sell it to you.
I just imagine
So,
somebody saying, I'm certified Wagyu beef.
it's kind of like champagne. Technically speaking, it's only champagne if it comes from the Champagne region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling wine. Oh, no, 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 you're going to Ohio. Ohio? Why would I want to go to Ohio? Do Monster Kid Corey on the road? See, if Ohio had the common decency to be on Route 66, then I would be game. Because that sort of... There's a few places in the United States that I still want to go. I want to do Route 66. That's the big one. New Orleans. I'd love to do that. I'd love to do the national parks in Utah. Pacific Northwest would be nice, but it's not like super high on my list. And New York. I think it's not like super high on my list, but it's sort of like, you know, see the Empire State Building for real. Would be kind of cool. But that's sort of like, okay, King Kong nerd. Do a whole vacation to New York just to see Kong things. It wasn't even filmed there. It's filmed on a soundstage. Oh, and musicals galore. Little Shop of Horrors? What? Off Broadway? Oh. Well, it would have been down to between Little Shop of Horrors and Phantom of the Opera, but Phantom of the Opera is finally closed after a million years, so... Oh, I guess so. This guy's gonna slaughter me again. I'm pretty sure I don't know how many have the certification. I know at least one. Oh, cool. Ohio is better than Delaware. I hate Delaware. Okay, I'll see Godzilla in Ohio. Okay, I love Utah. So many cool dinosaurs. Yeah. Yeah, Utah. I mean, it's got the big 5 national parks there. So Bryce Canyon, Zion, Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, and Arches, and Dinosaur National Monument. And then, sort of the loop with the national parks, you also get the North Rim of the Grand Canyon. So, like, that'd be pretty awesome to do all that, or at least do the loop. So like Zion, Bryce Canyon, and Grand Canyon. But they do have a King Kong exhibit in the Empire State Building, so that's my flimsy justification for going. No, I would love if I were to go, keeping in mind that it's way down the list of things that are priorities for what to spend money on. I would love to do a video of Kong-related things, but not necessarily like filming locations, because they only filmed like a couple like sort of scenic shots and stuff in New York. But like to visit, like Radio City Music Hall, the original RKO headquarters in New York, the Empire State Building, of course, and like the American Museum of Natural History, because Skull Island in the 1933 King Kong is basically just the American Museum of Natural History. It's like what was in there is what's in the movie. So just to like visit sites like that and talk about that sort of thing. And see like Ghostbusters related sites as well would be cool, because I grew up with Ghostbusters. And then apparently a bunch of Broadway musicals. So, just fine.
Assuming you're taking me along.
I was planning on taking you along.
Oh, okay, good.
Just have to crowdfund this thing. It's all right. Subscribe to Monster Kid Corey. Send me money so I can go on vacations. You know, who doesn't want to fund somebody else's vacation, right? God. These guys are slaughtering me. Oh, okay, took down Shin. Could have had a ways to cure you to do that. Kiryu, not Kyrie. How is your wife and you going? To New York? Don't know. But no, it's really low on my list. There's other places I want to go before I'd go to New York. I'd have to like win a trip to New York or something. The Ghostbuster building is actually the mayoral office in Los Angeles. Oh, the like the Sedgwick Hotel? Is that what you're thinking? Because the headquarters is Hook and Ladder 8 in New York. It's one of the most famous sites in New York. Now, the exterior of the Sedgwick Hotel is just off of Central Park, and there's Trinity Church is beside it. I think it's even a Lutheran church, actually, Trinity Lutheran, which is weird because my church is Trinity Lutheran here in Calgary. But I know the interiors of the Sedgwick Hotel was filmed in Los Angeles. Wait, the Chibi Godzilla characters are in Battleline? Yes, they are. Yep, they are. You can get a solitary Chibi Godzilla piece, or there's the tandem Chibi Godzilla and Chibi Mechagodzilla. Here, want a watermelon? Yes, watermelon me. Yeah, and then they didn't use the inside of Hook and Ladder 8 for the Ghostbusters headquarters, though. I think that was on a soundstage, if I remember correctly. But the exterior of the Ghostbusters headquarters is Hook and Ladder 8, which is like a major tourist attraction. Wait, is that an ice cream truck? Or did you leave something on upstairs? No, that's an ice cream truck. Oh my god, ice cream truck! Go, go, go! The idea of Chibi Godzilla fighting Monster vs. Kong cracks me up. Yes, that is definitely saving grace. I would love for Godzilla characters to get in here as well. Like Grandpa Hedo would be great. But I will settle for the Chibi Godzilla characters. I actually really enjoyed Chibi Godzilla. Yay, watermelon! Again, Godzilla is great. I love Godzilla. Chibi Godzilla, I love how just brashly stupid all the other characters are, except Chibi Mechagodzilla, who's just like, you are all insane, and I don't understand what's going on, and this is driving me mad. Like he's like the voice of sanity on Monster Island. It makes me chuckle, obviously. So yeah, Chibi Godzilla is hilarious. They're the only shows worth watching lately. It's Godzilla and Chibi Godzilla. What, you heard Siren Head? No, we heard the ice cream truck. So, ice cream truck is like, where? What? Ice cream! Go get it! Get my wallet! So, hopefully the bride has intercepted the ice cream truck. There's an ice cream truck that drives by my house, which I hate because I have to run after it for a mile and a half until they let me buy anything. They just see you in the rearview mirror and just keep going. Oh, I hear it again. There is a new Kite Man show. I've heard mixed reviews of that Kite Man show, but I also didn't see the the Harley Quinn show. So there's a lot I just don't have time to watch. We were watching The Boys, but then our Amazon Prime kind of kicked it, so we have to figure that out. Finish watching this season, but none of you should be watching The Boys, so don't none of you be talking about that. The Boys is way too mature for you guys. Oh, parked in the alley across the street. Okay, did you get anything? I think my wallet is upstairs. What? Eat real food? No. But the ice cream truck is here.
I know! I feel like a monster. Who is this person?
Apparently what we need is the salad truck to come by.
Ew! Where's the salad truck?
The steak truck? The barbecue truck? Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a business idea for the future. The barbecue truck. Sounds like the ice cream truck, but just serves barbecue. Make everyone disappointed. Barbecue on a stick. Here we go.
Yeah, shish kebab.
I suppose you could call that shish kebab. Just a hunk of meat.
Oh, I didn't think you were doing a hunk of meat.
The first few times they sped up when they saw you. Oh no. Oh, that's so mean. I have pizza now. That is a good idea. I want pizza now. We might have to wrap this up because we're dying of hunger. I don't care for The Boys. TBH, I like violent movies, but I watch a lot of horror, so for my TV to be less serious. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, this is the 17-year-old watches The Boys. Still a bit mature for a 17-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's grotesque at times. Well, I actually have a very dark sense of humor, so a lot of it works for me, but it is very grotesque.
It works for me, but I still like
Oh, Rex just had pizza. Oh my god, you guys. See, I'm not a pro live streamer, so I don't have my chicken tendies and stuff online. I'm not gonna sit here and watch me eat. Oh, this is a foregone conclusion. This guy's gonna beat me.
It's just not your night.
It's not my night. What time is it? 7:50. No wonder we're starving.
That's why we're starving.
That's why we're starving. Dead, and I'm dead. It's not your typical pizza. What is your pizza then, crazy, if it's not your typical pizza? I don't even know what typical pizza is anymore. I always get like a barbecue chicken pizza. Some such thing. Although I have taken to ham and sausage. Oh. No, not ham, pineapple and sausage. As opposed to like slices of ham and pineapple. Yes, I have pineapple on my pizza because that is a Canadian invention and I'm Canadian.
Ew! So. I'm Canadian too.
I'm more Canadian than you, apparently.
You can't speak French.
Yes, but I can have Hawaiian pizza. And I have a little bit of French comprehension.
It's true. No, Pin.
I may be mature for my age, but I still prefer animated shows that are cancelled early by Disney for just being too gay. I love cartoons. The older I have gotten, the more children's media is great. Like, 19th century children's books are amazing. Early 20th century. Like, The Wind in the Willows is, like, one of my favorite books. Bambi is also one of my favorite books. What else? Well, anything by Mark Twain, but that's nominally for kids. Yeah, no, and like Disney cartoons are the bee's knees. Classic fairy tales, yeah. Grimm and Perrault. You know.
Although some of them do not belong for children.
A lot of them aren't really for children.
That one that gives me nightmares.
I appreciate animation as an art form. And that includes, yeah, like Classic Disney cartoons are great. Modern Disney's like, eh. I've made videos about how Disney makes it hard to be a fan. But classic Disney is fantastic. Oh, where am I at here? I haven't even reached my daily limit yet. I might have to wrap it up here. Because we're hungry. Yeah, now you guys made us want pizza. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to have to wrap this up because I am getting tired and headachy. Not that I'm not enjoying the conversation and everything, but it is, what time is it? It is 8 o'clock our time. That is well past our dinner time. So, let's wrap this one up. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. And, and we'll see you again. The next proper live stream is themed to Universal Monsters, and that is going to be in 2 weeks or so, towards the end of the month here. Yeah, it might be that last weekend of the month. We'll see what happens, but that'll be the next one, and then yeah, at some point we'll do this again. We'll play some more Battleline. For now though, thanks, tip my hat to you, and you guys all went quiet. See anything, but we're gonna wrap this up. So night, guys. Enjoy your pizzas and whatnot, and we'll see you again.